I wasn't sure because I almost actually bled out, so he didn't res me.
You hear people talking about getting second chances. Those comeback hits, if you will. Sometimes in life you get a chance to do things again. And this time around, you've learned a thing or two. It's what we do in those moments that define us.
Why are all these issues so scattered? Organization.
I told him that the first game he was done with it pretty quick, but the second game it took us like an hour. Yeah, that game was like 2 hours long. Uh, he is. I don't think he's online right now, so I can't really check. Yeah, he was like in the 600s. Actually, no, he's level 115. You know, he already had director's cut, so I know he's done it before. But I think he got carried through it. So I think that was just like his also his first time doing it. And that I give you respect for that because these aren't easy.
Gonna totally lose it.
I said I give you respect for that because these aren't easy. Especially, dude, the attack of the radioactive thing was sucked so bad. Ugh. You should get because what we struggled on was the boss fight itself was because I would suck the parkour. My brother had a really bad joystick, so he was struggling with the parkour too. So what he did, yeah. So what the guy told me to do was sit to the gate that went up out of the beach, and when the lava or the acid got up to me, I would run straight to the bomb.
Two down, one to go. Looking for something? I am not your typical.
That gameplay wise for that boss fight, it's like 10 minutes long, but or five if you're quick. That took us like an hour because we couldn't time it right. Yeah, and then in when we got into like the code step, uh, we didn't even know what we were doing, so we were asking what button to press, and he wouldn't answer. Then when I figured it out, and then the timing is so weird for the inputs, so I was learning it slowly, but my brother just couldn't do it at all. Eventually, I was able to get it, and then he did it twice. The other guy, because my brother just stood there, didn't even attempt it, so he did it twice, and I did my side. So at least I learned how to do it. So yeah, remembering's not the hard part. I didn't even do that. I just had the code on top of my head.
Really? Superpower
I was like, this map was is ass, so I was like, I'd rather cheese it than go through this whole thing again.
I break a nail. It is game over.
Now, Attack of the Radioactive Thing was okay. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the worst. I liked Raid. I did like Rave a little bit. When it came to Shaolin Shuffle, since I was being carried through it, it was just kind of boring on my part because he just ran around and did everything. Only thing I did was tell him like the codes for like that one step where you had to type shoot letters.
With all this bread, I can make a sandwich.
Oof. And I like the concept with the boss fight for like zombies in Spaceland. The more you fail, the harder it gets, because it just keeps spawning brutes every time you fail. Not that that shit was pretty easy, but it was talking about the boss fight with the where you had to get the coloring for the spaceship, where you had to Simon Says the colors.
Don't forget about those SMS cards.
The only reason we struggled a little bit is because his communication kind of sucked. Eventually, we got it on. It's like you press that color, I press that color. When we saw the code, it's like okay, and then we solved it in the first try. I mean, like the first time that we actually had good communication, because it took us like 2, 3 attempts, just because he's not the greatest at explaining things.
Give me one of those cards Neil wants. Might want to set aside at least some of that. Oh, candy.
Yeah. once, yeah, because once we got our communication, it was just like I started pressing the right ones because he was like, you press that and then press that, and I'm like, okay. So I did that, and we'd fail because I would press them too fast. So when he explained it like this, it's like I press yours, then I'll call out mine, then you press yours, then I'll call, then I'll call out mine, and then you press his. So I would listen for his call out. We actually failed one more time because he forgot to call out, so I was just waiting for him to call out. So I sat on the button, not pressing it. And the only I tried to help him, but it was my first time looking at it, and I just was like confused as hell. So I was just like looking at it, dumbfounded. But I get if you learn it. Once you learn it, it's pretty easy. It's just when you don't know what you're doing, it's just like overwhelming. Because you can't defend yourself. So, when we were running protecting him, the door stayed closed for a hot minute, and we're just sitting there. It's like, why is this door closed? Alright, I'm gonna try to chug my monster energy so I don't fall asleep on you. It was a rough day at work. 9:41. I got like a cheaper headset than my brother, and my headset sounds better than his. It's a Logitech USB headset. Like I plugged the USB into the PlayStation and it runs the cord to my headset. Yeah. I was surprised too when I plugged it in to see if it would do anything, and it works just fine. And it sounds better than his headset. Because you could hear every little thing coming from his headset. Even like from the next room over. You're already on the boss fight?
You look much better now.
What is your emblem? What is your emblem, bro? This is like help me. No, it says need help. Oh, it's just the way your letters are. It's just I couldn't read them properly. Alright, maybe I'm just dyslexic. how does joining work? Does it like recognize that you're finished with the Easter egg or anything? Uh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You have to invite me first, because otherwise I can't join because it's locked. I've played Infinite Warfare before, hence my rank being like 46, but I just haven't played it in quite a while, so. You can still buy the map packs, right?
Right where we left it.
I wonder why they took it off the fucking store.
Look, oh, I'm gonna need about 600 fast supplies to dig that place off of here.
They could say that about any old Call of Duty. Like, they would still have, like, Ghost on the market, even though Ghost probably isn't even making revenue either. I don't even own the game. It's the only Call of Duty I don't own. Other than MW2. Oh, wait, no. I own MW2. I don't own MW3. I never bought that shit.